Happy end of the week. It is Friday, the 2nd of September. That's right, we are into September, our first +1 of September. Hope you guys had a fantastic week and a great summer, because it's September and I know there's still a couple of weeks left in summer, but I live up north, so right now it is overcast, and I heard there was rumors of snow coming in the next couple of days. So, summer to me is over. That's okay. I'm okay with that. You want to know why? Because I'm excited for the fall. The fall season, the autumn season is always a really, really busy season in internet marketing. And it's going to be a season of launches, of promos, of so much stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. What's going on, Carl? Hello, Vicky. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about something. I was reading a lot of blog posts over the week, and we're gonna kind of touch. What's going on, John? We're gonna kind of touch on the us versus them mentality that goes. That is a disease, that is a plague of the mindsets of people in this business. I hear a lot of things over the years about how it's not fair that a certain group of people, let's call them the gurus, the action takers, the gurus have all the money, have all the resources, have all the mailing lists, and we can't possibly compete against them. It's just not fair. It's not fair that they have got all of the cards on the table. Everybody knows that they got it it's stacked against us. They can win it all they got to do is show up. It's just not fair. It's us versus them. And then what happens is that the majority of people start getting this attitude where people start following each other. Come join with us. We're stronger together. Let's all say middle finger to the gurus, all those people, the brown nosers. Those guys suck. Let's all bind together. We'll become one big group of negative Nancys, grumpy Gusses, like we talked about on Monday. Folks, this us versus them mentality that exists is just a mindset. It's just a mindset. Now, again, when I do these kind of talks, I love to share my personal story, because that's all I really know, right? I can't tell you about Henrik's story. I can't tell you about Charles' story or Scott's story or John or Vicky or Carl's story. I can't tell anybody else's story but my own. So I think it's really, really important that when I'm sharing this is not gospel. This is just my experience. Something happened when I stopped saying it's not fair. And it happened years ago, 2003. I was really bummed out. I was just about to give up, man. I don't own any programs. I'm going to be affiliate for the rest of my life, but I'm not going to be any kind of affiliate that makes any kind of money. I'm just going to give up. It's a lot easier to give up, right? I'm going to go back to flipping pizzas and driving courier trucks around. That's a lot easier than this. So my mentality back then was looking at it as this huge mountain that I couldn't climb. I couldn't even get that first step. It just seemed so insurmountable. There was nothing I could do to get there. But what happened was that I was surrounded myself with people that weren't keeping me down, but were actually bringing me up. And I attest this to a lot of people, specifically guys like Rich Taylor, Robert Fortin, Michael Russell. These guys, Robert Putty, these guys that were around me back then, that lifted me up, they didn't keep me down. They weren't saying, oh, it's not fair, all the gurus make all the money, John, we're not going to make any money, let's stay here. No, they were like, they made all the money because they did this, and this. Why don't you go and do this, and this, and this? And then you might not reach the top of the mountain, but you're going to be on the journey. You're going to be rising. a little bit each and every day, the whole plus one thing, right? We talked about the journey last night in Skype. If you guys were around, me and Leonie were going back and forth about the journey and how much more rewarding that is. And when you look at it like that, it doesn't look insurmountable. It doesn't look like this huge mountain that you can never climb. Absolutely, John. I totally believe that. I truly believe that the team-based mentality and the way that everybody can lift each other up, that pays huge dividends for people down the road. So I surrounded myself with people that they didn't have this us versus them, right? They didn't have this us versus them mentality. And this is the biggest problem when you have this it's not fair brigade attitude and the us versus them mentality, is that you stay small. You stay small. You're not thinking big. You're not taking chances. You're not getting out of your comfort zone because you're very comfortable in your little bubble where there's other people going, yeah, man, John, these guys suck. Those big gurus, they got all the money. Like, you're okay with that because you got people that are like-minded that are all negative and keeping each other. You are all going to stay small. Anybody see that image? I shared it at TE Live yesterday. I put it out there. It was this image of sheep. It was sheep. So the image it's really hard for me to describe it, but there was a fence at one time and then a gate that was open where the sheep would go through. And they removed the fence, but the sheep were their mindset was, we have to go through the gate to get out of this. They didn't just walk through. There was no fence. They could have just crossed the fence. But that is what happens when we think small. We think everybody is going to do the same thing that we're going to do. We're all going to follow the pack. But what happens if one of those, the purple cow, or the purple sheep, right? If one purple sheep or purple cow would have stepped out of the herd, you know what would have happened? This is what would have happened. Other sheep would have followed him because he took the first step. So this is what's important for you guys, is that when you are in that environment of people saying it's us versus them, it's not fair, break out of that. Get away from that. You're going to be looked at as a leader, someone who is not comfortable being, in the status quo. People that don't want to be part of the herd. You want to step out. People will look at you, but the thing is, you're changing your mindset. You're not doing the us versus them. It's me against the world. It's I can do anything I put my mind to. And that's what happens when you switch the mindset. It goes from this fake battle where you're thinking that the gurus... Do you want to know something about gurus? Listen, I spent a lot of years around some of the biggest names in internet marketing. You know what they're really driven by? This is it, making money. That's it. They want to make money. They're not sitting there going, oh, I wonder how I can keep the little guy down. They don't think that way. They don't have that mentality. They're like, how can I make a lot of money and help people build internet marketing businesses so I can make more money and pay my affiliates more money? That's basically what they're thinking each and every day. It's not, oh, how do I keep Carl Davies down today? Like, they don't think, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist in their frame of mind. But the us versus them, the It's Not Fair Brigade have that mindset where they think that gurus sit around, I guess in toga outfits or something, smoking peace pipes or whatever, saying, how are we going to keep the little guy down today? It doesn't exist. It's all in your mind. It's all in your mind. There's not a little secret group of people that are sitting there in the industry that we're in going, hey, how do we keep the little guy down? It does not exist. It's completely fabricated. It does not exist. I wish it did exist so I could get in there and go, how can I make money from those guys that think they're better than everybody else? Right? Crush them. No, I'm just joking. But see, that's the key. The key is to switch the mindset. Don't think us versus them. Think it's us. It's me against the world. How can I become better? How can I become bigger? How can I get out of that sheep and herd mentality? How can I build something epic that will help people? And when you do that, you start attracting other like-minded people. And then people start getting into your circle. And then you start getting people that rise together. You don't get people that are pulling each other down. So what I would suggest going into this weekend and specifically into the busy season in the internet marketing world is to get rid of that mindset where it's us versus them. No one's trying to hold you back. You are your own worst enemy. You are holding yourself back. No one else is. If you say I don't have the money to do it, find the money to do it. This is what I did. When I got started online, I was broke. Literally broke. When I say broke, it wasn't like, oh, I didn't have $1. Like, it was beyond broke. I had to go to internet cafes because I didn't even have a computer. I had to go to internet cafes to check my email at midnight and pay like 50 cents for like 20 seconds to check my email. I mean, beyond broke. So but this is what I did. When I was broke and I didn't have any money, I still had my dreams and I still had my aspirations to become epic and create businesses online. So what I did is I traded my time for money. I started doing the grunt work that a lot of these owners didn't want to do. I mentioned guys like Michael Russell and Rich Taylor and Robert Fort and Robert Putty. These guys, they didn't pay me. But I was around these type of guys all the time, building my network and helping them out. Oh, they needed someone to be on the MPAM setup team back then, for all you old school internet marketers that remember MPAM. I was part of that. That didn't pay very much. It was not a lot of money, but it gave me my start. I traded my time for money. I had a lot of time. I had a lot of passion. So I found the money. I started looking at my budget. That's how the pizza plan came. If anybody remembers how the story of the pizza plan, I literally saw what I was spending on cigarettes and junk food and crap, and I cut that out. I cut that out. Like people like, I don't have money for Rocket Responder, but I have money for a pack of cigarettes each and every day. Your priorities. It's your priorities. It's what you do. Everybody can find $5. I'm sorry, you can. If you have the ability to hear this, you have the ability to find $5 in your life. So instead of spending $5 on a Big Mac, go and put it into your pot and then find another $5. And at the end of the month, you have $20, $30, $40. Now you have a budget you can work with. Building your list, building your name, getting out there, trading your time for money if you don't have the money to do it. And then you stop thinking this us versus them mentality. Then you start going, the only person holding me back is me. And when you break out of that, the results can be absolutely remarkable. So thank you guys for coming and rocking with me. I hope you guys have a fantastic, fantastic week. I will get this video uploaded as soon as possible. 2+1 Daily, the blog post will be up as well. Thank you guys for coming and have a fantastic, fantastic, epic weekend. Be good to each other. And I'll see you guys Monday. Ta-ta for now.